understand why they would be.
Got it. Okay. Again, wish we had more time. We just got about 20 seconds left. Thanks for coming in, though, and explaining. I know it's gone nationwide, and
I used to be
coming in.
usually a commentator here with you,
Right,
talking about guys
like
me, and now I am one of those guys. But thanks for at least letting me say I'm sorry, and I hope if anything good comes of it, maybe it's more exposure for a horrible disease.
All right. Yeah, I did morning radio for 5 years over on Sirius XM, and I understand, you know, 3 hours, things sometimes happen. But let's bring in my dream team on this one. Jason, let me start with you. Your reaction, it seems that he's acknowledging it all, but they're still all three out of a job.
No, it doesn't bother me. Look, this is not the 90s. The whole shock jock era, Howard Stern thing is over. And look, we have freedom of speech in the United States, but we don't have the freedom to speak wherever we want to speak. 790 AM has the right to fire these guys. And I think in particular, because this happens and we happen to be in the NFC South, and this is an area where there are Saints fans, it makes perfect sense. And I'm sure these guys will land on their feet, but they should have been more careful.
Yeah, Darren, reaction from you on this one?
Well, I'd just like to point out to everybody that watched Jody Arias that that's what a sincere apology looks like. I do have to tip my hat to that DJ for getting up there and at least being authentic in owning up to a terrible idea. And can you just imagine being in that creative meeting when they said, hey, let's tee this one up? You know, somebody
I don't know if there's necessarily a meeting. I'd be interested to know.
And somebody else was complicit.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if there's
again?
necessarily a meeting. Sometimes in radio there aren't a lot of meetings, Mel. You know that.
Well, yeah,
that
I mean,
may
I'm
be
a
part of
talk
the
radio
problem. There
host,
should have been some oversight
listen, that's a lame excuse. You have a rundown, you know what you're doing, they had the sound effect, they totally planned it out. I agree the apology was sincere, but the bottom line is, if I want to hear a bunch of offensive garbage coming out of some dude's mouth, I can go to a sports bar. I don't need to tune into the radio for it.
All right, dream team hanging around.
But let's quickly point out that popular speech does not need protection, though. We really do need this freedom.
Well, yeah, but do it on a
people that are
sidewalk.
interested.
The radio
Obviously,
company
station
has
well within
the radio,
their rights to fire
look,
them.
But that doesn't have anything to do with it.
The guys are going to land on their feet. They will get another job. This is really no big deal for their careers. In fact, it's probably a boon. Look at Imus. He's now on television, for crying out loud.
Everybody bounces. Everybody likes to come back. All right, we're going to come back in just a little bit. Keep it tuned here to Now in America.
As a vet, I love giving my dog Minty.